Hey, I'm Ben Silverio.
I'm Warwick Johnson.
And I'm Ansel Birch.
And it's
Time to party!
This episode was recorded on August 9th. We are not doctors. We don't give medical advice. Please drink responsibly. This is the bonus blooper episode for our Timecop coverage, full of all the things that didn't fit into the 3 other episodes that we made. I hope you enjoy all these random digressions, weird bloopers, and stuff. Next month, we're watching Last Night in Soho with Andy Huddle. Tune in and make sure you're subscribed to Time to Party. Maybe I'll remember and put a link in the show notes.
Maybe.
Probably not.
I'll send you a link, probably.
Oh, great.
I might not remember either.
There's a lot of maybes flying around. We'll see.
The point is, listeners, that anything that's worth doing is worth doing well, right? So I think that Ansel and I shouldn't have to hold your hands for this. So we trust you to go and Google this yourself. So go and do that right now. We'll wait. You
It is two-party time.
2 parties all the time.
Two party, too furious.
Time party Tokyo Drift.
2-party system.
Party 5.
Actually, that'd be a fun
Two-party system?
2-party system. Like, I'm picturing, because I'm in game thoughts. I was like, what if you created a game where somebody had to exist in 2 parties at the same time, and you created like a game mechanic that's simple
There's a whole episode of Boy Meets World.
Right. I mean, yeah, every sitcom has this, where it's like, oh yeah, well, I have to be in 2 places at once, so I'll wear a different. You have to wear a different costume to each one, or whatever.
Yeah. Corey and Sean have to be at the wrestling match down at the Spectrum to help Frankie, and be at Topanga's Sweet 16 party at the same time.
Robin Williams has to be Mrs. Doubtfire, and whoever he was when he wasn't Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, when he was basically just Robin Williams.
Yeah.
As a cartoon voice actor.
As a cartoon voice, yes.
That's all
true.
I remember about the movie.
And Pierce Brosnan was his rival.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously Sally Field was going to pick Pierce Brosnan.
How could you not? That's like peak Brosnan.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
at
Right before
he was at the
or
height
right
of his
after
powers.
GoldenEye. I mean, like, how do you not pick Brosnan? And he's back as with the Dr. Fate stuff.
That's true. I'm excited for that.
It looks good.
I thought you were going to say he was back after Mamma Mia.
I never saw him. I just meant more that he's back at like peak Brosnan levels with Dr. Fate. The Rock gave us free tickets to that movie.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Yeah, so at
How?
Hall H, they gave you a card, and on the card there's a code for a free IMAX screening.
Ooh.
Ticket to an
Wow.
IMAX screening.
Presuming that it doesn't get pushed back by Warner Brothers Discovery.
I don't think that it will. The director said that they locked the final cut of the movie the week of San Diego Comic-Con.
Well, Scoob was done.
Sure. But it's The Rock that's doing it.
Oh.
Like that's the only thing that I'm like, this movie is the most safe. Because
That's
it's
true.
The
The
Rock.
Rock will not fuck around.
No. Then they will not find out.
Yeah.
So
he's wanted this role for a while.
Yeah.
True.
The Rock has been pushing this movie for like a decade, it feels like. So
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I think that it would have to be like, like the Rapture, and then The Rock would still be like, "Hey fam, anyone who's left dealing with demons, come out and see the movie with us. Drink some Terramana tequila and get your Zoa energy drink before the hellfire and brimstone flows in." I mean, I just think that that's just that they're not going to push it back again.
Yeah.
That's exactly how The Rock would handle it.
That is 100. I mean, The Rock would go up, so he wouldn't even be around.
Sure.
He'd be like touting it from heaven. But I'm just saying.
Yo, God was really chill about it, and let me come back down and make sure you saw.
I got the Iron Paradise up here with my boys Jesus and Copernicus getting our lift on.
I like that Copernicus is lifting weights.
Yeah, I thought that he would hang out with The Rock in heaven. I thought that'd be a fun duo.
That's Gans.
Yeah, he's like the new Kevin Hart
Oh,
in heaven.
nice.
Kevin Hart's not going to heaven.
Copernicus.
Kevin Hart's not going to heaven.
Not in the Rapture. I don't want to judge.
Sorry, Kevin Hart.
I'm just saying, it's unlikely.
in the revealer scenario, the demon's gonna get Kevin Hart first.
Kevin Hart's like no. Kevin Hart, I think, is Shayna in the revealer scenario.
Oh,
that's what I think. Yeah.
Okay, so so he lives.
Yeah, he's running around in the labyrinth with Kato.
Gotcha.
I feel like Kevin Hart is one of those people who gets left behind and then makes problems for everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gets locked in revealer and then doesn't leave.
You know what he's I feel like maybe it's more akin to like Michael Cera in that movie.
Yeah,
what was
this is the
that?
end.
What was this? Is
Anything
the
Michael
end.
Cera's ever been in?
In anything. Well, because he's in that's another Rapture movie, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So you got This Is the End, you got Revealer, there needs to be a third one, and then you got a stew going.
Sure.
That's all I'm, Another companion film. The Stand, I guess.
Love and Monsters.
Love and Monsters isn't Rapture, though. That's just
I
like
guess.
post-apocalypse.
Sure.
I love that movie, though.
There's got to be another
Good Omens.
decent-
There's got to be
Good
another
Omens?
Rapture one. But Good Omens, they're trying to prevent the Rapture.
That's true. They
right?
do prevent it.
I'm trying to think of one where the Rapture happens. Left Behind.
Did
Right?
they make a
I
movie
don't know
of
that one.
Isn't that like it's like a Christianity book? Where
Yeah,
they're like,
it's super evangelical.
I assume that they made a movie out. I don't know.
I'm sure they
I don't
actually.
know.
Yeah, that seems
With
very
like Dean
likely.
Cain or somebody in it.
Yeah.
I think the answer is Cool World.
Yes. Cool World takes place after the Rapture.
Right.
This is a fact.
I will be honest with you. I have seen 0 Fast and Furious films. So maybe
Just watch Tokyo Drift. That's the only one you need.
Watch Tokyo Drift a bunch of times.
Yeah, that's all you need.
All right, the best
Maybe
ones.
Hobbs and Shaw also.
The best ones are 5, 7, Tokyo Drift, Hobbs and Shaw. Those are the best ones, right? But the funny thing is, it's out of order. So the movies go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7,
Right.
8.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Because Tokyo Drift takes place after 6 because...
I just realized this. When we said Han Solo earlier, Ansel didn't understand
Yes.
that Han Sol O, as in
There's
Seoul,
a-
Korea.
There's a character.
is the name.
There's a character in the Fast and Furious movies whose name is Han Solo, like the town, like the city.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not town. And he's arguably the best part of
Correct.
at least 2 films, if not all of them, that he shows up in. He's delightful. He was the 5th brother in Obi-Wan
Yep.
with the
Oh, yeah,
weird,
yeah, yeah.
the guy with the weird hat,
That's him.
Yeah.
Sun Kang.
Yep.
Who honestly, his real name sounds like he is a Mortal Kombat villain.
Yes, he does.
Where I'm just like, oh, every time I see it written out, I'm just like, huh? And it's like, oh yeah, right. This is a real person. But I always call him Han. So
Yeah.
because it's the best.
And his character is a carryover from the movie Better Luck Tomorrow.
Right. Which is the Han Solo origin story. That's
Yes.
that's the X-Men Origins Wolverine of wait, no, hang on. That's a bad film.
Yes,
It's
that's what to
the
say.
X-Men First Class
There you go.
of
That's the one.
Fast and Furious. I like it.
Go ham.
H-A-M.
M.
M.
John. Ham.
Go John Ham.
Go John.
Go John Ham.
I mean, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen The Young Doctor's Notebook?
I've seen some of it, but I didn't finish it.
Which one's that one?
It's the one where he and Dan Radcliffe play the same Russian
doctor.
doctor at 2 parts of his life.
Huh,
is
interesting.
Spectacular.
It's wild.
Very cool. I love Daniel Radcliffe as an actor, man.
Same.
He's killing it every
Have
time
you
he
been
shows
watching
up.
Miracle Workers?
I love Miracle Workers.
So good.
It's so good. The first season I think is still my favorite, but
Mm-hmm.
I love season 2. Season 3 was a ton of fun. I love westerns, so
I'm excited for more of it. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that eventually the thesis of the series will make sense.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think that it ever will. I don't think that it's
Maybe
ever
it doesn't
gonna...
need to. It's just like these 2 actors, no matter where they are in the timeline, end up as in a relationship despite all of their
foibles.
foibles. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good question. I wonder if they're gonna do like in the final season where it's their heaven that they've been their angel characters.
Oh
each
yeah,
time,
maybe all along.
that they've been going to Earth to to see if they find each other or something. I don't know.
Could be.
The cast of that show is so good.
So good.
It's everybody on that show is
Not
terrific.
a weak link in
Yep.
it. Yeah.
That's true. Maybe Steve Buscemi. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. I mean, Steve Buscemi, if there's a weak link, it might be Steve Buscemi.
Noted weak link, Steve Buscemi. Every time he shows up, I'm like, boo.
This guy.
Stella
guy.
said, "Oh my God, just Google it."
No.
But the bit.
The bit. I guess we'll have to Google it.
My bits.
Tell her about Timecocks.
I'll let you tell her about the time cop.
Oh shit! Wait, no, it's not called Timecocks. It's Timecops. Ugh, so sad.
Oh. Right after she said, "Here's a Buffy / Demolition Man fic."
Oh my God.
A what?
I got it.
But why?
why?
The internet has given, but we don't know how.
Someone misunderstood the assignment. Someone listened to the first episode. They went back and they're just like, "Well, I like Buffy, so I'm gonna write this in." And those guys are just gonna have to deal with it.
Faith, having escaped the fiery destruction of the cryo prison of St. Angeles,
discovers
discovers Hellmouth is still active.
in the time. Okay,
And this is the final.
Interesting.
so it's
Okay.
Faith and John Spartan. Interesting. All right. I mean, Faith would get cryo frozen.
Sure.
For sure.
Sure.
There are a total of 7 Demolition Man fanfics on Archive of Our Own.
I feel like that's not enough.
It's not enough.
All right. Well, I'll stay up all night. Stay up all night.
I wonder if it's just because like older fanfic hasn't gotten on AO3 yet.
That's true. Yeah.
If it's just like this was all 90s, fanfic.
I'm sorry,
so-
there is more than one Demolition Man Buffy fanfic.
Odd.
What a fun intersection of interests.
After the end of the battle against the demon, Kayla
Sure.
returns to have her baby and live with her partner Faith, set in San Angeles. Okay, what?
Oh, San Angeles. After the earthquake, right? They become one mega city. By the way, having recently been in San Diego and driving north of San Diego to stay there and still being like an hour and a half away from Los Angeles, it's insane that they're just like San Diego and Los Angeles are just now the same city.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is that
As
is a
if it
hell
would
of
be
a...
Big ass
like-
city.
So, like, what are you going to drive 2 hours to get from like one side of the city to the other side at best?
All I can figure is that like maybe if it fucked up the coastline of California that bad,
Right.
maybe both population centers had to move towards the middle.
No, that's
So
true.
it's not on the site of either of them. It's just
Yeah.
like the leftovers of the what,
Or maybe it did like
or the plate
like a
ran them
full-on-
together.
The plate was like, brrr, and they're like this.
Yeah, and
so
they're like, well, I
Solana
guess we
Beach
live
and
like this
Anaheim
now.
are like down there, and they're all just on top of each
I
other.
do like the idea of Anaheim being sucked into the bowels of the earth. That
Aw.
does.
Well, that's true though.
Rude.
The Angel Stadium is nice. I've never been to Disneyland, so I can't speak to that. But the Angel Stadium is nice.
Disneyland is legitimately magical. That was my park growing up.
Same. I just went to Avengers Campus. It was fucking amazing.
I've only been to Disney World, and I was whatever age I was in '93. 9. I was 9. So I should go back at some point.
Yeah. When did Animal Kingdom open? That was
If
after.
anyone at this table would know, it's you.
That's true. It's-
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that you went to Disney World pre-Animal Kingdom.
Well, Epcot was there.
Sure.
My mom got fucking drunk at a
Sweet.
bar in Epcot, and then she was like sitting on a bench for a little bit. That's all I remember. That makes it sound like my mom was like a terrible mother. She wasn't. This was a very isolated incident, and we had dragged her all over every park for like 3 days.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Getting drunk at Epcot is your reward for having made it through
Absolutely.
children. at
I've yet to
Disney.
do it, and I really want to go drinking around the world at Epcot.
I had a plastic sword with me because I think for like a long time when I was a kid, I bought a plastic sword at like every fucking park that we went to.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't even like swords that
Why
much.
did they sell them?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I worked at a Renaissance fair for a long time. I know you did too.
I did.
Last thing they should be selling to children at that place is wooden swords. It just shouldn't be allowed.
1000%. I got hit in the shins by like
So much.
a bunch.
So I used to wear a codpiece. Man, you want to know what kids want to hit with a wooden sword?
Cabbages.
Which is not good for anybody involved.
No.
It's just a bad time.
My pants were oversized scrubs that were distressed to look Renaissance-y because I was the innkeeper, but they were like, we don't have enough peasants, so we need some more people to play dumb peasants. And so I volunteered, and they're like, well, why would you be a dumb peasant? You own property. You're a baker and an innkeeper. And I was like, yes, but I only own that inn because I won it in a card game. And they're like, perfect.
Sold.
And so I was like one of the dumbest peasants. And I had these like tattered scrubs that were done up to be like pantaloons and these like blue striped socks. And like, it was ridiculous. I was very comfortable in the summer, but we went until Halloween. So
Were you at the Ohio Fair?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania.
So our closing weekend was Halloween. So for the last month, I was very cold.
Yeah.
All of the time. And I was like, oh no. And the noblemen are like, haha,
We're finally comfortable.
Who's hot now? And I'm just like, "Arr." That summer was brutal though, so I still think that my way was doing it. And I didn't have to do a water show, so that was good. So I didn't have to go in the water.
Ah, gotcha.
So I was part of a stunt show.
Uh-huh.
And one of the stunts is somebody swings on a swing and falls into a big pit of water that splashes the audience.
Ah.
Good
and
times.
then, yeah, but I was just involved in the explosion part. So the things would explode and you do like a high fall. I was on the ground floor. So the explosions went off and I would rub flour all over myself and I'd come out and I'd be like, the oven exploded.
See, what I remember about the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair was the pirate ship where you could buy replica swords.
Yep, and it's a brewery.
Yes,
Yep.
that too. I remember going wine tasting at the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah, the Mount Hope Winery.
Yes.
Yep.
And I remember the dude playing the cart with the bells on it.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember that guy's name. He's, I guess, seems nice. I don't know. I don't remember.
It was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
It was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
There it is.
I kept referring to him as being from Brussels because it took me a hot minute to remember that it was from Belgium. Geography is my weakness. People are like, but you know a lot of stuff. And I'm like, I don't fucking know geography. I don't know why. Because my brother knew geography really well, and I was like, hey, fuck you.
Fuck you.
I'm
I don't need to know where I am.
I'm not gonna learn this. Eat a dick.
I'm gonna learn other stuff.
Learn other stuff instead. Yeah, he doesn't know the different like Baron's Zemo. So like, you know, who's on top now? 2004 Max's hairstyle was partially influenced by Wolverine from the X-Men comics.
Oh.
I thought you were going to bring that up during
Put that in your Wolverine boots.
I will
there
include
you go.
that. Max also wore Wolverine brand work boots on and off duty. In the fight scenes in the last act of the film, Jean-Claude Van Damme's stunt double was used to create the illusion of the younger Max Walker.
Oh.
This was done for Ron Silver's character of Senator McComb as well. This is the second Van Damme movie to cross $100 million worldwide.
Ooh.
Worldwide.
What was the first?
I did not say. It's got to be Bloodsport, though. Bloodsport was a huge hit.
Is it not Street Fighter?
Well, it could be Street Fighter.
Would that have been the first one, though?
This came out around the same time as Street Fighter. So, but I think I think Street Fighter was first. So it could have been Street Fighter. Here we go. The highest grossing Jean-Claude Van Damme movies of all time. Nowhere to Run at number 5. Street Fighter, number 4, 99 million. Timecop, 103 million, according to this article. The Expendables 2, 311 million. And do you want to guess the number one top grossing? This is not. So it must have been Street Fighter was the first one to do it before this. Do you want to guess when his number one top grossing film of all time is? Jean-Claude Van Damme, all time.
It's not Bloodsport?
It's not Bloodsport.
It's got to be one he was barely in.
It's a very weird choice.
I think we're about to expose how few Jean-Claude Van Damme movies I can remember.
Yeah,
Jean-Claude
same.
Van Damme.
Well,
being.
I straight up did not know he was in this movie because it's Kung Fu Panda 2.
You're fucking kidding me. I was going to say it's a Universal Soldier, but really?
Kung Fu Panda 2 grossed $630-something million.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I didn't know he was
the
in that
highest
movie.
grossing Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
That's very funny.
Chipotle will do anything if you give them money.
That's fair. Have you gotten the guacamole blowjob? It's phenomenal.
Consensually, of course.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
Sex work is work. It's Chipotle sex work is also work. You realize now I need you to do a 4-1 for the bonus episode.
What is fast? What is 4 is fast?
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. Time and Cop. Time and Cop. Time for Cop. Time for Cop.
Time for
Time
cop.
for Cop.
Yes.
Time for party.
Time for party. Party for Cop. Wait, no.
No, wait.
No, wait, no. We don't want that.
Actually, that's probably plenty. All right, go do 3. Let's knock it out.
3 times 3 Cop.
Sometimes it takes us 3 hours to get there, but we get there, right?
The friends at home never have to know.
No, that's true.
Yeah. They don't need to know how the sausage is made and eaten
And digested.
and digested. Just to be made into more sausage.
That is what happens.
That's what happens to sausage.
Isn't that what haggis is?
Yeah. I mean, kind of. It's a sheep's
Ansel,
stomach.
can you give us an edutainment about haggis?
Good. It's delicious.
There you
I
go.
love haggis. You basically grind up the sheep and then put it inside its own stomach. I mean,
That's the way that my dad went. No, I'm just kidding. He's still alive. But he
your dad
sucks.
was made into a haggis.
He's made into a haggis.
Is it me or does Ansel look especially like the butcher from AEW?
Yeah, with hair, though. Like
Yeah,
the
that's
butcher
true.
with the toupee on.
Right.
Yeah.
If
So
you
if I
want to
shave my head, I could look like the butcher.
a little bit,
Just the top part.
yeah. Like a friar tuck.
Like a skull. like a
he's got
skullet.
a tonsure.
Yeah.
See?
Maybe he's secretly the butcher's son.
Ooh.
Ooh, the younger butcher.
Ah.
If
Butcher
Ansel
Jr.
invaded
Butcher
AEW during All Out and attacked the Butcher and the Blade, we could make it work.
Are we putting Ant in the gimp suit?
I mean,
For the
if he's
Blade?
gonna be the son of the Butcher and the Blade,
Right, so that should Ant be the son of the Blade? Oh, Ansel is the son of both the
both the-
Butcher
Right.
and the Blade.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Ah, I see. Okay.
it could work.
It could
There's
work. I
been
can
weirder
see that.
things in wrestling.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I just want to meet the bunny. She seems nice.
She does seem nice. She loves
Oreos.
Oreos.
all
I was
I
gonna
know,
say
yeah.
Reese's, but no, she
No,
loves
it's Oreos.
Oreos.
But they're
mean,
they're
who doesn't?
delightful videos where they eat the new Oreo flavors and review them. It's very fun.
That is very fun.
That is
That's
not what I
my-
expected out of
That's
wrestling
my
promos.
edutainment of the day. Is everyone should go watch the bunny's Oreo vlog.
Our edutainment is just plugging AEW.
Give us AEW. Send us some free stuff. Get us-
TK, let us get some of those tickets.
Tony,
bro.
send us a
Bunny,
free sandwich.
come on the pod.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, we can talk about Oreos. And
I think
We
Allie
will
would
watch
have
a movie
some,
with Oreos in it.
Yeah, Allie would have some great takes on time travel movies, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
The Blade, maybe not as many.
I don't know. He doesn't talk as much. He's very tan.
He's very tan.
Yeah.
Like disturbingly tan.
But maybe while he's tanning, he watches time travel movies.
Yeah.
It's possible.
You never know.
Yeah.
Could be a real cinephile.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
I mean, the Butcher, I think, is actually a cinephile.
He is in a death metal band.
He was.
He was. Sorry, they broke up. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Pour one out for
Were they called
Every Time I
RIP?
Die?
Every Time I Die. They were called Every Time I Die.
Okay.
So pour one out for them.
Yeah,
Take
so-
a shot every time you're sad that Every Time I Die broke up. I've never listened to them. I'm not a metal person.
I am. I've never heard of them.
Well,
then.
because they're, I don't want to say they're closer to Screamo,
Oh, yeah.
but
that's
I'm
not my
pretty
jam.
sure I've seen them on Warped Tour. You know, one of those bands you'd see by accident. You know,
Right.
It's like I didn't go to see Every Time I Die, but they were playing at the show that I went
Yeah,
to.
they were in the way of the thing you
Yeah.
wanted to see
Yeah.
afterward. Yeah.
Exactly.
You're on your way home and you trip and you're like, oh no, I'm watching Jimmy Eat World. It's like one of those accidental like
Well,
concerts.
hold on, I would go see Jimmy Eat World.
Look, it just takes some time, okay?
Oh, sure. I'm the weirdo for quoting Madonna, but you're quoting Jimmy Eat World, and it's fine.
I believe now, since they've been together for like 25 years, they're actually James Eats World.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They no longer go by Jimmy.
They've grown up a little bit.
Grown up. James Eat World.
I mean, they're getting older too. They're probably eating Diet World at this point.
That's true. James Eat
Low sodium world.
James Eat part of the world. Saves the rest for lunch the next
Some
day.
tinfoil. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it to the office
Some
and reheat it.
leftovers.
Some leftover world.
Sweetness has now turned into like less sweetness, like Splenda.
We were very close to transitioning into the point.
We were.
Almost. Let's do it.
So for Timecop, we picked some cool stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we picked some fun stuff
to expand your knowledge.
Yeah. So
se.
Very slightly.
for mine, why don't you go ahead and read it?
Are you really gonna make me read this?
Yeah, read it. Read it.
Make him read it.
Read it.
Wolverine boots.
Between the lines. No, that's right. It's a quote from the movie, Ansel. Ansel is watching the movie tonight after we get done recording,
true.
so he will then
I'll
get
finally get to see.
Finally.
I've heard the quote several times.
Yep.
now.
Ansel's gonna host
get
and
to
post
see it.
himself.
People always think, whenever I will say that about a lot of movies, and people are always like, oh, so it's not that great. And I'm just like, no, if a movie is fun, that's high praise, I think.
Yeah, because there's a lot of really
What are
depressing
you
ass
going to movies for?
Right. I'm like, no, if I'm like, it's a good movie, it's fun, people are like, oh, so you didn't really like it that much. And I'm like, no, I did like it.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I want to go see a movie. I don't like artsy Oscar films. I like dumb shit. Like,
I will watch
Timecop.
those when I'm in the mood for that. But
Yeah.
you have to have a mood for that.
well, so like, the Harder They Fall, right? The Western that they did, that came out last year
Jonathan
with Idris
Majors?
Elba. Jonathan Majors was in it.
Oh yeah.
I loved it. I thought that was a great movie and everything. And that did not get the same level of attention a lot of the other like Oscar films did. And I was just like, having seen some of the other ones, I didn't see Coda, so this is nothing against Coda. Having seen a bunch of the other ones, there's no reason to me that something like Nightmare Alley should have gotten all of this attention and this movie got ignored. So that's always the problem that I have with Oscar films,
Sure.
is where I'm just like, a lot of them are not my cup of tea.
I mean,
Well, here-
first, fuck Todd Phillips. But
Yeah,
The Hangover should have gotten at least in the conversation for Best Picture because they had an expanded selection that year.
Comedies never get
Yep.
the attention that they deserve, which is a shame.
I think there's an important distinction to be made in the conversation that we were having about like the kinds of movies that go to the Oscars and the movies that win Oscars.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Because the Oscars are fucked, and there's no secret
True.
there. Whereas, like, if you're thinking of a movie that is trying to be cinema, you know, that's
Oh, yeah.
that tells you what they're going for, and it's not Timecop. It's
Yep.
not Turning Red. It's not.
Yeah, I mean,
That's true.
speaking of Timecop,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
know-
going to say it's a good movie, but I did have fun.
Yeah, because you know what is Timecop? Timecop.
Oh,
Ah.
All
ACAB.
time cops.
All time cops are bastards.
ATAB.
ATAB. ATCAB.
ATCAB.
At cab.
Well, it's just because Timecop is one word, right?
Well,
One word.
Yes, the title is. I've been spelling it where the C is also still capitalized, so it's more of a portmanteau.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's the way that it's done online, but that's the way that
I'm
I've
gonna
been
have to
doing.
figure that out before I post these. But
Also, you know it's a fun word? Portmanteau.
oh, great word.
Great word.
Istanbul. I don't know why that song popped in my head.
No one
Kinda
does.
Similar, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the song well enough to know.
Portmanteau and Constantinople.
Do you know that was a song before They Might Be Giants sang it?
I
Really?
did not.
Yeah. It was like a 50s, way too clean cut, like quartet of white dudes that sang it the first time.
Ansel time traveled back in time with his excellent
My
facial
very
hair
clean cut.
and picked up that record.
Actually, that'd be great evidence of time travel. Is like this song is too good, and could not have been from anyone but They Might Be Giants.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So you must have time traveled back
And you know,
just to scoop them.
we were talking about how uncreative these villains are in Timecop. I would fucking go back and get all the fucking records and collectibles that I couldn't get now while they were still at retail.
Oh, yeah, you get them, and they're mint in box.
Exactly.
You go forward, you go back to the present 50 years, and then they're worth
Could
a
you
lot.
imagine
because
getting-
they're perfect. They're perfect.
And
They're-
the plastic hasn't aged.
the plastic
Right.
hasn't aged. Not like the packaging is still pristine because it's only like a day old.
Imagine getting those original Star Wars Kenner figures,
God.
like at retail,
This
mint on
is-
card.
This is such a Ben Silverio time travel scheme: is to go back and get collectibles. I
he's
just
not
want to point
trying to
that
get
out.
rich off
Not
of it.
trying to
He
get
just
rich.
wants to
He
have
wants
it.
to go back and get those collectibles. Would you go back in time to the birth of Funko? Not even just to meddle with it, just to be there for it.
Just to get the first one off the line
That-
and put it in
that-
his collection.
that-
If
number
I could
one-
get those original Disney Pops, which I passed over when they first dropped, I was just like, what the fuck are these? And I just didn't get them.
So, what was the first Funko Pop? Was it Pinhead from Hellraiser?
No, it was Batman, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure DC's line was first,
Huh.
with Batman and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern.
Are you sure that it wasn't Pinhead? Nope.
I remember seeing a bobblehead of Pinhead. Because prior to Pops, Funko just did regular bobbleheads.
Yes.
So there could have been a Pinhead one of those.
Interesting.
But I'm less familiar with the straight up bobbleheads that aren't done in the Pop style.
Thank you for joining me. I'm your host, Warwick, and this is Funko 2 Party. Wait, what? Oh, wait, that's not the show? Okay, sorry. The
Wrong
spin-off.
timeline.
I don't want to announce that spin-off too soon.
I don't know if this is helpful or makes it worse that you were absolutely right about it being fucking Batman as the first ever.
I mean, that's impressive. Hats off. I will say, though, it's less impressive because they are numbered.
Yeah, but those numbers don't mean shit now.
Those numbers,
I
well,
have
then why
multiple
have
that
them?
say number 1.
What?
Yeah, because like originally,
What are they, Marvel Comics?
I mean, basically, because like
By the way, don't
take.
let Marvel listen to this. They'll never hire me to write Spider-Man, and my life will go
cut it out,
unfulfilled.
yeah.
No,
But like
they
Funko,
know that their numbering system is fucked up.
yeah, and Funko has to know too because like initially it was like whenever they would start a new line, they'd start with a new number 1.
Yeah,
but like
that makes that money.
if you look at the Marvel
It makes that money.
MCU pops,
Uh-huh.
recently Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness was pop number 1000, but that cannot be right considering how many other Marvel pops there are before that.
Sure.
Because
Were there more than 999 before it?
I don't know the exact number, but there's so many that come out that they should have reached 1,000 before Doctor Strange.
Interesting. And how does
No.
that make you feel?
God damn it!
No. This
Are
is
you
good.
Frasering me
We're
right now?
getting
Are
to
you-
your deep-seated. Yes. Thank you. I'm listening, Seattle. Right? Isn't that what he says?
That's what he says.
Yep.
He says, "I'm listening." He's like, "Hello, this is Fraser Crane. I have a small penis, and I'm listening." That's Fraser's
that's
Fraser's
the whole
tagline.
thing.
Yep.
It's his whole thing. Everybody knows that about Kelsey Grammer, right? Noted micro penis haver Kelsey Grammer. I'm going out of my way to get sued in this episode. The third episode is the one where Warwick gets sued.
Slander episode.
The Kells is gonna hear this and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna target that guy."
The Kells?
The Kells, Kelsey Grammer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not on a nickname basis with Mr. Grammar. How
Do you think
come-
he would be country grammar if he?
So this is my question.
Okay.
So if there were a like a Weird Al Yankovic, right, but for rap music,
Okay.
why wouldn't they have done a Kelsey Grammer set to the tune of Country Grammar?
Why hasn't Weird Al done that himself?
I mean, Weird Al
Weird
is
Al
the
could
Weird
do
Al
it.
of rap.
He's
I
done
guess that's
rap.
true.
Yeah, he's done hip hop.
Yeah, he
and
has
stuff.
done hip
I
hop
mean,
before.
when he did White and Nerdy, he
Yeah,
rapped
that's true.
faster
That's true.
than
He did.
Charmeleon or
Chameleonaire?
Chameleonaire?
Chameleonaire. That's it.
which is...
I think I tried to turn him into a
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Yeah.
Well, no, I was going to say he has evolved, so now I think he's a Chara millionaire.
Aha!
Thank you for joining us for Time to Pokemon.
That's it. That's the whole episode.
That's
We're
the
done
whole
now.
episode.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining
our
us.
entertainment has been that and the
Join-
first ever pumpkin.
Join
Funko
us
Pop.
next week where we work in another secret Pokemon reference. Well, so today on the show, Ben is joining me. No, I'm not. I have not taken over as host. I apologize. I'm still the guest. The guest.
Sometimes
I'm
I
an
will just
adjunct. Am I an adjunct host?
Yes. Adjunct host.
There you go. That's what we should call
That's what we
it.
should start calling them.
I'll put a section on the website.
So I will get paid minimum wage and have to do all the work and be treated very poorly. Academia is horrible. Don't go into it.
It's the worst.
Yes. The slander episode continues.
Don't get that PhD, guys.
Yeah, right. Are we just gonna start doing like
Do
different
drugs,
podcast
quit school.
intros?
No,
Like,
what?
are we just gonna start doing different podcast intros now, like Art of Wrestling?
Yeah, yeah.
Coming to you live from our studio apartment in Chicago, Illinois.
It's a 3-bedroom for the record.
That's true.
2 bath.
2-bath. It's a
We lucked
killer
out.
place.
We're not gonna slander our landlord.
Yeah.
No,
this-
our
this-
landlord's great. He's the only one who's
fucking
free of our
palatial.
slandering.
Apparently, he wrote the lyrics to that song the day it was due.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I totally forgot.
You know, I could see that. It does have big. Okay, I got 5 minutes to hammer this out.
Yeah.
There's something strange in your neighborhood. Who you can call? Ghostbusters.
What do I know about the movie?
What do I know?
What do I remember from the phone call I wasn't paying close attention to?
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah.
Fuck ghosts.
Fuck ghosts.
Hey, can you take the fuck ghost part out? No.
No.
No, fuck you.
That's my artistic integrity.
That's
you're
my-
fucking with.
What if instead of what I got, you want to get it put in you, you said what I got, you want to take it, hug, and kiss you? Oh, that's much better.
That's much better.
Now everyone will enjoy our lyrics.
You know, while you're trying not to touch yourself in a timeline that you're, I'm gonna do
I
that
mean,
again.
it's always hard to try not to touch yourself anytime, let alone.
Try not to suck and fuck yourself if you go back in time.
Try
see?
not to touch yourself when you run into Mia Sarah.
If you'd like to join the conversation, you can find us on the internet. I'm at Silverio20 on Instagram and Twitter.
I'm at Warwick_Johnson on Twitter.
I am at Indecisionist on Twitter and at The Indecisionist on Instagram.
Use the hashtag time2party. That's time the number 2 party. Until next time, while you're working on your Demolition Man fan fiction, I want you all to remember, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. Bow, 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 bow.